Wow. Wow.
Maybe we should do that.
That one caught me totally off guard. It was not.
Welcome into the Smokers Haven Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Z, I'm here with Coop and Andy.
What's up?
What's going on?
And we're doing our round one recaps for the fantasy football playoffs. And we got to turn that down.
Yeah, you can.
All right, here we go. We're going to start off with the Sioux Falls Fantasy Addicts. We had killer cards. Yeah, opened a can on Smokers Haven,
We gotta
unfortunately.
change that thing.
162.5 to 78. He fucking smoked me.
Yes, that was not a pregame this week for you.
No, that was not. James Cook had a career day with 34 points. Purdy added 33. Kyron Williams, another 21.5. Nick Mullins even got 21 garbage points because Addison's shoestring touchdown on a garbage throw. Yeah, after being the highest scoring team during the regular season, nobody score 15 or more points. Ouch. Nobody.
Just not a good day.
Entire team shit the bed. Yeah, that was horrible. Yeah, I don't even want to talk anymore about that game. Good game by Killer Cards. Blew up. Luckily, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing I could do. Couldn't have played somebody different. So
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, and especially when the other team puts up a $1.62, that's already tough enough as it is.
it's garbage.
So it
Quit
almost
smiling
been
over there.
worse if you put up a $1.40. But if you put up a
be happy about my
$1.40 and
losses.
lose, you're going to be like, God damn it, it's going to be even worse.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I wanted to dedicate this show to you, bud.
Inside Insight defeated Dark Star Dragons 116 to 109.5. That was a close one. Laporta had 25.5. Rashad White added 20 in the victory. Needed every one of those 3 touchdowns from Laporta. Jake Browning had 22, and Amon-Ra added 20.5 in the loss. This game had a good example of why you play your players in their position, like on the early games for Thursday. Instead of playing them in the flex, play them in the running back or receiver role. Because if he had put Jacoby in at wide receiver instead of Tyreek Hill, he could have played Michael Mayer or for the win, or Gerald Everett for the tie. Thankfully, he did not play Everett because I have no idea how ties work in RSL in the playoffs.
Well, we would have found out.
I'm glad we didn't have to.
Probably goes to bench or something at that point, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Bench total or something.
So our semifinal matchups going to be Green Solutions Victory versus Killer Cards.
Good work, bud.
I think James Cook is a wild card in this one.
James Carr's a wild card, too.
Pretty even matchup otherwise, but I think James Cook, if they keep using him like they did last week and just destroying Dallas,
Well, and they
that's
just
going to be tough.
fed him the ball. And
And
kept
they-
feeding
over
him
and
the ball.
over and
And they
over.
play the Chargers this
Over.
week.
Yeah.
Yum,
But that
yum.
could be something where that gets ugly quick and they pull everybody by the end of the third. And at that point, I think if you're doing that, you're just going to. He might not see fourth quarter action in that game, so that could limit some of his stats. We'll see what happens because with Easton Stick back there, that Chargers offense does not look good at all.
No, they all checked out since Herbert.
I think James Cook is going to be
I mean, he still may go for
Destroying
202
them.
touches against that defense, but I hope not.
Inside Insight versus Burnt Cookies in the other matchup.
Dun, dun,
I think Lamar versus the 49ers is going to be interesting.
who do you got winning that game?
Just about everybody in the playoffs has that matchup too this week.
That's going to be a good game Monday night.
I don't know who I got winning yet.
I know.
Wait till we get there.
I know. It's just a habit.
But it's going to be a tough matchup for Lamar, I think.
Yeah, it will be. I mean,
49ers defense is
both
incredible.
defenses are good. So
Yeah.
even Brock owners, like, you got to respect the fact that Baltimore has a really good defense as well.
And then the other question is, does Michael Pittman play? He got lit up in that last
Absolutely
game. So
annihilated by KZ.
most players with a concussion miss a game, or at least that's been the case this season. So we'll see how that could be a big loss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they are playing the Falcons this week, so it might not be too bad because we can't. Well, we did go to Heineke now, but we'll see how that plays out.
Uh-oh.
Brandon will have to listen to us talk for a minute. Draft order for this league, 8-1. 108, we got Dark Star Dragons. And then Kamish, the Fighting Rabbits. Team 8, Chronic at 104.
Yeah.
Tony Romo at 103. 102 is Kamish. And Tank for Caleb got the 101. All right. So we're going to go over to Andy for his first recap.
Okay. Tony's RSO. All right. Well, being in the playoffs and only having 2 matchups this week, I wouldn't really think about doing a beatdown of the week. But when you lose by 43, yeah, we're going to do it. So this week's beatdown goes to Inside Insight. Inside Insight called in last week, bud. And he said he wanted to go one-on-one with you.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, picking the weak team.
Yeah. And final
Bully.
score. Yeah, final score. Inside Insight 139. Smokers Haven 96. McCaffrey 39. Noah Brown 18. Stafford 18. Josh Allen 16. Unlikely. Overall, Inside Insight needed just to win. He would have had you beat by 1 point with just
Yeah.
those guys.
Yep, my team shit the bed this week.
Not a good weekend for Smokers. There's only Chandler 23 and Godwin. Yes, that's Chris Godwin. 20 points is all that produced.
Chandler pickup was nice, though.
It was. I was looking at it, but then I was like, you know what? I don't
Fucking
want
end
it.
up helping me, but
Jake Ferguson 7 points had more points than Dax 6.
yeah, as a Cowboys fan, that was a rough game to watch too.
I was like, what?
Bills just they whooped their ass early and then just continue to whoop their ass on the defensive side of the ball. Their offense quit scoring, but we couldn't score.
Howell coming out for no reason didn't help, but there was really absolutely nothing Smokers could have done. And their second matchup, Fish Donkey Puncher right out of the playoffs, 118-106. MV Purdy's 25, Gibbs 23, and Goff's 31 sends Fish into the next round. Fish did lose Chase this next week, though, with sprained shoulder, so that will be worrisome. DP.
Donkey puncher.
No, that's not what that. No. Donkey Puncher. Oh, he had Baker 29, Laporta 26, and Deontay Johnson 14. Really, Pollard, Pierce, Lockett, Bellinger, and Najee combined for 14.2.
Ew. Yeah, and you only lost by 12 too. If any of those guys just do something.
No, this is the worst part. This is the upcoming part.
Pacheco and Jacobs not playing lost this game for DP. Really, if just one played, he may have won this game. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
there was nothing he could have done bench-wise. All of his best players he could play were in his lineup.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, and just AJ Brown didn't have a good night either. And, just anything from Lockett. That last touchdown, if it instead of going to
His replacement,
yeah,
Yeah.
JSN, yeah.
yeah, that would have been huge because then I would have just needed like 2 catches and like 25 yards from
Lockett's on his
AJ,
way out, that's for sure. You want to just bring on our
Sure.
special guest?
Sure. Bring him on.
All right, here we go.
Hello? Hello?
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me now? How about now?
Give it a second. It'll connect.
Okay.
What's up?
Am I on here or
You're
what?
finally on here,
You're
bud.
on air.
Round 2 playoffs.
Oh,
We have you against, we don't know yet, and Dark Stars Dragon.
What are his options?
Yeah.
Oh, his options this week are Inside Insight, who just beat Smokers Haven. Or do you want to go against Fish, who just beat Token White Guy, or Donkey Puncher?
Yeah. I think it's a pretty easy choice this week. I'm going to have to go with Fish.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, with the injury and stuff, I don't blame you there. Yep.
Yeah, he's down Jamar Chase. I feel him on that one. I'm down Jamar Chase and Keenan Allen and Hail Mary. So
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
feel
I'm
in
rooting
there.
for you in that one, too, buddy.
No. Hey, you stay out of that, bud.
Oh, I'm hoping you win that one. All right. Well, yeah, you're kicking ass in the playoffs this year. It's about time.
Except for one
Yeah.
league, his own
Yeah,
league.
I lost 3 leagues last week, so
Oh yeah, but you also lost one of your main guys, so
Yeah. I lost 3 leagues and won 0. So,
yeah. And Dak Prescott shit in the bed.
yep, that's why I
Didn't
lost
help
so many.
anybody.
Let's get that. It's
Dallas
fantasy
Cowboy
playoffs.
December.
It's fantasy playoffs. You got to be like Cowboys, when they're actually in the playoffs. You got to throw that.
I seen one of your matchups. Is he playing Purdy this week?
I got Purdy. The choice between Purdy or Lamar. I believe in one of them.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
I'm actually leaning towards Purdy in that one.
I was wondering if you would. It's a tough matchup for Lamar.
Purdy's gonna be.
Yeah, and he
MVP.
doesn't seem to. He gets, the last time he's played some tough defenses, he's only scored like 12, 13 points. So I think Purdy can definitely beat that.
I agree. I hate to say it, but the 49ers are pretty phenomenal. So
Yeah.
makes me sick to my stomach. All right, well, we're going to get on with the next league. Thanks for calling in, Brandon.
Yep. Talk to you later.
Yep.
bud.
Later, man.
All right, see you here in the next week's matchups. Will be Fish versus Killing Cards and Dark Star Dragons versus Inside Insight. Good luck, boys. Over to Coop.
All right. Starting off, we got the Hail Congregation.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Best league name there is.
Starting
out of all our
off,
leagues, that's the best one.
Well,
Killer
this
Card.
is what I called the League of the Year last week. Like, this is where we had, 80% of us and, the 500 or over.
Starting off, we got Killer Cards, breaks up, Love Hurts, 114-98. Killer Cards had Devontae Adams and Kyron Williams for 20 spot apiece, Lamar for 19, and then the Titans defense for 18 in the win.
That's the first time we said that.
Yeah.
Titans defense.
Titans defense tighten up. Love Hurts had Gibbs for 23 and Hurts for 19 and another 18 from Rashee Rice. But a negative 1.1 from Bijan just doesn't do it. Jerick McKinnon was on the bench for 16, which over anywhere would have gotten him the win.
Yeah, well, it's a
So-
good thing because he's also got Jonathan Taylor, who's just been approved to come back next
Yeah.
week. So
Who
that
would
could
he
have been a bad matchup.
who would he have played him over is the question.
Uh,
I would have played him over Rashee Rice for sure.
yeah. No, Rice had 18, so
For one game.
yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have helped him win.
Yeah, he needed to put in a
No, I mean if he
McKinnon
would have
over-
won. Because he would have him added onto this next week.
I like to look and see if they have somebody they could actually conceivably have played instead.
well over Bijan, obviously, but
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
yeah, probably not.
He's got a good team with Jefferson, DJ Moore, Antonio Brown. I mean, yeah, Rashee Rice would probably be the only one, and that wouldn't have helped. So,
Yeah, you would have just had to, but it is what it is. So, again, that's where I think a lot of people need to check ahead in weather, especially this time of year when there's bad weather games. It can cause havoc in fantasy. So,
if there's wind, heavy winds is the big one.
yeah. Moving on. Inside, lubed up on Jarvis and then beat down 133 to
That's just
77.
another weekend for Jarvis.
Yeah, he got a can opened on him. I don't know if it was Vaseline or what, but
It was something.
Is KY coming a can?
I don't know.
What?
You have to ask Jarvis.
I said, does KY come in a can?
Inside got 31 from the Dolphins defense, 23 from Tyson Chandler's career day, and then 18 from Josh Allen, another 13 from Joe Mixon, and then Tucker Kraft. He's like the second person I've seen that played him because you played him in the one.
And the DraftKings.
Yep. I was
He was a
like,
good play this week or last week.
sneaky. Jarvis did get 17 from Mahomes and Mostert and 10 from Zach Moss, but still had Olave in when he didn't even play. And didn't really matter because nobody else on his roster showed up.
Still crazy. I don't know how you make the playoffs in fantasy football and don't like set a lineup of players who are actually all playing. A very minimum, whether you set the right lineup or not. At least have players that are all playing.
Right.
I mean, it's the playoffs. What else are you playing for?
Could have happened to a better guy.
It doesn't surprise me that Matt was the one who had Tucker Craft either. Matt stays up on that shit.
Yeah, he's very, very
It's a good player.
good. Moving on, looking at our round 2 matchups, we're going to have Chronic versus Kid the Cards.
One with the great ones.
Chronic is hoping to get healthy as Pacheco and Hill out last week and did lose Keaton Mitchell
That's all right.
and Tank Dell and cut back-to-back weeks now.
Tank down.
That's
all
why I
right.
didn't read ahead either.
Killer Cards is having to make a decision this week, which Lamar Jackson ranked 5 and Purdy is ranked
I
4.
think I know who he's playing.
Like I say, I didn't read ahead at all. I was just, when I was looking through matchups earlier today, I was like, well, that's an interesting choice for him, whether he plays
Yeah.
Lamar or Purdy.
Yeah, and then again, now losing Chase does not help him. He's got
No, that's going to be tough.
Dun,
chasing
dun,
this, so
dun.
that's a big loss for him. Then our other matchup, in a rematch for you, or a revenge game at least.
Absolutely.
We
It's a
got
revenge game.
Smokers Haven versus Inside Insight.
I'm pulling for inside insight since you're going for killing cards.
Smokers Haven will need to make a QB decision between Prescott or Fields, but the rest of the roster is basically set and just needs to stay healthy at this point.
Not made that decision yet. I'm tossing it out. I don't know who I'm going to play. I'm leaning towards Prescott, but I'm trying to
Not homer
make it
yourself.
not. Yeah. But, I mean, he's been better all year. Fields has that upside.
Well, and Fields has been playing a lot better the last
Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks now since he's kind of gotten back from that thumb
Prescott's
injury.
been playing amazing until last week. This could be a shootout type game. So, yeah, I don't know on that decision yet.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have until I think Sunday to decide.
Yeah. At least you get it a little bit of time. Remember, there are
Saturday. And
Saturday.
Thursday games.
Thursday, Saturday,
Only
Sunday,
2
and
Saturday
3
games.
games on Monday.
There's 3 on Monday now?
Yep, it's a triple
Yeah,
header
I
on
think this is the
Christmas.
last Monday too.
Oh, because of Sunday. Because of Christmas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the last Mondays.
Yeah, probably the last week of the season will just, or
I think so.
No, they'll still have.
I think they'll
check.
still have 117
double
maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But
What's Matt got going on?
Inside Insight, we'll have some tough choices to make on which running backs to start. I mean, he has Pollard, Mixon, Tyson Chandler, Foreman, Madison, and Brad Robinson, who will probably all be back. So he'll have to figure out who he wants to start in those matchups. And then QB could be a tough choice with Stafford or Josh Allen.
That's easy. That's Josh Allen.
That's it. That's not tough at all.
The other one, Madison, they've already said that Ty Chandler's going to be the guy they're
For that.
using. Madison will just be depth, is what they said. They said if Alex comes back, he'll be a good depth. Like so, Ty Chandler's a starter. I think you cross off Madison,
I think you play Mixon.
cross off Foreman.
I think you play
Yeah,
Mixon.
Foreman looked
Mixon
like
and Chandler.
garbage.
So I go Chandler. I'd probably go Chandler. How many
Mixon.
good start too?
You got to go Mixon.
Chandler and Mixon.
At least.
Those are the 2 I'd go.
And then you probably play 1 or 2 of those in the flex.
I don't know if Robinson's
So I don't know if you
back or
pull-
not.
Well, they're saying he's supposed to be back this week. When I was looking at everything, he was expected back.
Be between him and
Doesn't-
Pollard then.
Yeah.
The other 3, I'm sorry, Foreman and Madison, I wouldn't play either one of them, period. Foreman, I don't even know if he's a starter now. I think Roshan might have finally usurped him.
Well, and who knows what they're doing. Because, again, all 3 running backs were getting touches in the game. They all got at least minimum of 6. So,
They could stop giving Herbert touches. That's not doing anything.
so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, some tough choices there. And that, see what happens this next week.
I hope he makes all of the wrong choices.
Oh, I'm pulling for you, bud.
Thank you.
No, not you. I'm pulling for you, bud. I need Matt. You can go ahead and get that broom out and just sweep them away, bud.
Nope,
Sweep them right out of the playoffs.
not at all.
Then we could dedicate a whole show to you, bud.
Not happening.
About all
But good luck to you, because you're going to need it.
wow. Call in.
All right.
Tell 'em what you really feel.
Fishes League. We got Big Fish over Killer Cards, 139 to 133 and a quarter. Close game. Purdy led the way with 37 and 31 from the Raiders defense for Fish. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a
Sounds
big number
ridiculous.
from the Raiders defense of all things.
Yeah.
But
Another 26 from Gibbs made up for the sub-zero performance by Deontay Foreman. Killer Cards got 24.5 from Kyron, which was like his cheat code on all his teams this year.
He's the Bo Jackson of this game.
20 from Russ and a sneaky 19 from Hunter Henry. Wasn't enough, partly
That is
because
sneaky. I
Najee
didn't
Harris
even know he had
sucks.
it. I didn't even know he had points.
Najee Harris is terrible. Chronic defeated Amish Oil Change.
That was easy.
140 to 126 and a half.
Yeah,
You're wondering why those two are pounding over there on Chronic because they share this team.
yeah, we do.
Co-managers. Chronic was carried by the Dolphins defense with 36 and
Yes, sir.
21 from Debo. 28 from Cooper Cup was not enough for Amish Oil Change after getting a sub-zero performance from Bijan. His 101 this year. Tanked all those games,
Tanked those
all
2
the 2
years.
years to get
Yeah.
Bijan, only to have him tank his playoff chances.
Told you, Wade. I told you.
Karma. Next week's matchups. I couldn't find the right Star Wars thing for this, but we got Don Titty versus Big Fish. Father versus son.
Luke, I am your father.
Oh, Father, you are mine.
Don Titty's got a damn good team this year, so he might put his dad over his knee and spank him this week. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if how Big Fish will respond to getting beat by his son.
Yeah.
You're grounded if you beat me.
You have to walk to work.
Extra unpaid hours at work.
Work double time.
In our other matchup, we've got House Gordon versus Chronic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Does Derrick Henry get back to normal?
I think so.
Last week was pretty gross. Did you see what he had?
Yeah.
5 points.
He had 15 carries and like 3 catches for 16 yards or some stupid shit. It was bad. It was not good.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll be fine this week. So
We got Debo. We're good.
yeah.
I don't have a dog in this fight, so I just hope it's a good game. Makes you guys sweat it out, whichever way it goes.
Richard Simmons in it, huh?
I mean, I think Don Titty's going to win this league, so that's who I'd put my money on.
Well, fork over your money, bud. Fork it over.
All right. Well, yeah, that's it for Fish's League. We'll get more into the dynasty and draft and stuff as that comes up. So, all right, over to Andy.
Alrighty then. Winner take all league. In this league, we have 2 tournaments going on. The consolation bracket, which we're going to call the Willy Wonka tournament, and the playoff bracket, which we're going to call Survivor. The winner of the consolation bracket, or the Willy Wonka tournament, gets to choose next year's draft order. Well, how it goes.
How
we
we
determine-
determine the
well,
draft order.
Yeah, whatever.
How we determine the draft order.
Dun, 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 dun. In the Survivor bracket, the winner gets to the donations, and they also get to make a rule change next year.
To the scoring.
To a section of the rules.
Right.
So it
Section
can
of
be
that
it can be
scoring.
either the scoring, it can be the roster setups, or it can be like the league settings. I listed them out in the rules.
Yeah.
It's been too many months since I looked at them, but you can change
It's got to be in the
section.
settings.
a section of rules,
It's got to be in the settings.
or you can change a rule in a section. I
Just
think is how
don't
I
make it
know
all IDP, please.
We will just start
I
off
almost
with
wanted
the,
to ban that.
What?
IDP.
Stupid IDP. Individual defensive players. As long as I get Micah Parsons, then I'm good.
Have you ever heard of
You guys
these
can fuck off.
vampire leagues?
We're like,
If you win, you get to steal a player from somebody's team.
yeah. Oh, some of those are interesting.
Yeah, I heard that the last week. I
There's
was
ones
I
like
wanna
that.
try
Then there's
that.
like a gauntlet leagues. So you start with 14 teams. The lowest scoring team week 1's gone, and then you have like a waiver draft for their players. You know, put in your waiver priorities, and then week 2, the lowest scoring team gone,
Oh, that sounds even more.
and then you
fun.
draft their players. And
That
each
sounds
week a
fun.
team
That
drops. You know,
We
each
need to
week.
figure that out.
It's like Survivor. You know, like
Yeah.
we just don't want to be the bottom team until week 14. And then week 14, obviously there's only one team left.
Oh, yeah.
There's your champion, there's your winner.
That'd be a fun one.
Be interesting.
We'll have to look into that. I wonder if he does that kind of stuff.
That would be fun.
Well, we'll just start off with the Willy Wonka tournament. 5 teams entered this little tournament, but only 2 of them are going to move on. Your teams were Jarvis, Miximus, Leno, Chronic, and Token White Guy. In order to move on, you just had to be the top 2 scorers this week because they wouldn't let Leno play. Didn't matter because Jarvis and Leno eliminated themselves by not even playing a legit lineup.
Sad.
No, not really. Bye-bye. So on to the other 3. Moving on. Token White Guy and Miximus.
Nice job, guys.
Not really.
He's just sad.
Miximus was your top scorer out of this little tournament here. Hertz 21, Chandler 23, and the Samuels, Debo and Curtis combined for 39, and Minshew's 26 led this team.
141's a good score.
Yeah, it is.
Token, buck 25, just had enough to be getting to the second round. Gibbs 24, McKinnon 16, Lawrence 16, Palmer 19, and Lambs 15 led this team. And then Chronic ended up at 118.
7 points off advancing.
Lamar's 20, Connor 16, Laporta's 26, Evans 14 led this team, and the in-game benching of Sam Howell is what probably cost this team from moving on.
If Howell throws that touchdown to McLaurin instead of Brissett, you win.
Yep, you. Let's start. Okay, and now we're going to go on to the Survivor Tournament. 7 remaining teams entered into this tournament, using his immunity aisle as a smoker's haven, as he didn't have to worry about nothing this week.
I like that.
But everybody else did. Our number 4 versus 5 matchup was kind of close, but not really. Number 5, Little Fishy, had some inside info on Inside Insight. It took me a minute to fucking get that. I had to look at that again before I said it out loud.
I like that one.
Buck 47 to 121. MV Purdy had 33. St. Brown 20. Rice's 19. Najuko's. Whatever. 21. And Nick Mullins. Yeah, he still plays. 21 led this team to the next round. Brownies.
I do not endorse the MV Purdy.
Yeah, well, you're going to be calling him that at the end of this year, bud. You're going to be like, hey, I'm going to ask you that every podcast. Hey, who won MVP?
I hope that never catches on anywhere.
Browning's 22, White's 21, Higgins 20, and Flacco's 20 led this team into the first round exit. In fairness, this team did lose his quarterbacks, his legit quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah, he strung it together with these reserve guys, but just couldn't quite get through the first round.
Our number 3 versus 6 matchup was our close game of the week as Wade sneaks by Wicked Clowns, 134 to 127. Mahomes is 20, Coops 21, Adams 20, Mostert 17, and Wilson's 19 helped Wade get the win. Goff's 41, Godwin's 20, Likely's 15, and Tua's 15 led Wicked Clowns. Foreman's -6, and Jacobs, who did not play, did not help Wicked Clowns when he had him in the lineup. Well, regardless, he would have had to play Foreman. But the only way he would have won is if he would have took Baker and put him in as for Tua. So even that did not play, the guy didn't even matter.
Yeah, Baker over Tua would have been tough.
And our final one, well, our number 2 versus 7 matchup was fairly close as well, as number 7, Burnt Cookies upsets Killer Cards 92 to 81.
That was a big upset, too.
When I wrote that, I had that little bit of March Madness getting in there.
Yeah, that was a 2 versus 7 matchup. That was a big upset.
Cinderella. I'm going to call you Cinderella if you win next round, bud.
That's why you want to get that immunity idol. That way you don't have to play in the first round. You just.
I actually had to text Fish and ask what that was. Like, what's that thing on that show that you watch that you find and then you can use it to save yourself or something like that?
I like that reference. I'm not a Survivor guy, but I like the reference. You get only one team gets it, so yeah.
It's an immunity idol.
I like it.
Carr's 26, Addison's 26 led this team into the next round, one despite having Bijan -0.1 and Collins, who did not play in the lineup.
Please do that again this week.
Jordan Love showed up for Killer Cards with 21. He got 35 from Mixon, Chuba, and Metcalf combined, but that was it. Keenan Allen not playing probably cost him this win. And from advancement
That was rough,
to the next
yeah.
round.
Yeah, losing Allen's rough.
So, your next week's matchups in the Willy Wonka tournament: Token White Guy versus Mike Smith. Winner gets to choose
How we
How we
determine
how we
determine the draft order.
determine the draft order next year. Did I get
Correct.
that right?
That is
Yes.
correct.
I hope I get this next week. And in the Survivor tournament, Smokers Haven looks to not be on the upset end against Burnt Cookies here.
Yeah, is he going
One-
to take out the
one
2 and then the
versus
1? I
seven.
hope not.
The 3 and the 5 and the Wade against Little Fishy.
That'll be a good matchup. Those, it's kind of like a little rivalry there, Wade and Little Fishy.
And that's all I have for you on this league, so we will go to Coop.
All right. We got Andy's League.
I don't want to take part of this.
I don't really either.
Starting
I
off,
didn't even want to take part of the playoff part.
starting off, Florida Bills smoked Chronic under the table, 150 to 117. Florida Bills got 39 from CMC, 22 from Kyron, and 18 from Josh Allen in the win.
CMC is such a cheat code.
Right. Chronic had Jordan Love for 21 and 21 from Little Cooper Cup, 24 from Waddle, but no Tyreek Hill hurt, and then basically no replacement available.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
I mean,
I fell asleep. I was
could
gonna-
have moved
I
Waddle
was
wide
waiting.
receiver who played Isaiah Likely, or he could have played Mayfield who had 37.
So far you're
He
telling
had
me
to
to change my
switch
whole
them,
team.
play them both in order to
Yeah.
win.
Mayfield over Love would have been tough.
So
You know, Mayfield's been playing really good lately, though.
So basically, I just had to change my whole team around. Is what you're saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Oh,
saying
yeah.
you had a chance to win and you didn't.
Oh my bad.
He also needed to play Fairbairn over Dicker as well to be able to win because Fairbairn put up like 16 to where
Fuck, do you have
Dicker
2
put up, like,
kickers on your team? for?
3.
Cause I don't fuck. There's nothing to pick up. There's literally nothing. Trust me.
I have 0 kickers now after I lost this last week. Pick a kicker up next year when I need one.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and talk about that. He's gonna stay on my team. 'Cause I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna keep him.
Next up, Token White Guy smoked out Smokers Haven, 113 to 93.
Boo.
Token White Guy got 21 from Lamar, Kenneth Walker for 18, and 13 from Mike Evans in the win. Smokers Haven had Gibbs for 23 and 16 from a sneaky pickup there in Zamir White, and 12 from JSN, but a negative 1.1 from Bijan did not help. You could have played the Colts defense over the Cowboys, which was a 16-point difference,
Yeah.
or Jaden Reed or Josh Palmer, who had
You gotta
14-19 over
You
Over
gotta play
Bijan?
Jaden
over
Reed.
Bijan.
Yeah, which there's no way I was playing him over Bijan.
Jaden Reed's been legit. last
Bijan's
few
been
weeks.
legit. Recently, he's been really good until, like, I heard it was a Arthur Smith scheme. Arthur Sith.
Yeah.
He
I
he
think he's-
looked ahead to win the fantasy playoffs where he's like, hey guys, Carolina's got they're the best matchup for running backs. So we're gonna build Bijan up these next few weeks. Make it seem like he's doing really good till the fantasy playoffs, and then we're just not gonna let him do shit.
Gonna be sick again. Come in for like 2
They
points.
benched him. He fumbled and they benched him.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of teams do that.
Until their
Get them out.
top pick.
Yeah, you shouldn't do
Bullshit.
You don't drop the ball in this game. There's the game is for hold
Yeah,
on.
unless
to the
you're
ball.
Kyron Williams, he just fumble all over the place and he keeps getting carries
Yeah,
and
but that's
catches.
fine because he makes up for it.
No, it isn't fine.
24 points a game, he makes up for it.
Bijan could do that too.
He could, but he plays for the Falcons, so he probably won't.
Fucking Arthur's. I think he's gone though.
Yeah, I
At the
think
end of the
him and
season.
Ritter will be done after
Well,
this.
Ritter's gone.
Too many.
You can't bench him twice and then bring him back.
Well, and just too many red zone turnovers.
Yeah,
He's still under contract, anyways, isn't he?
Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah, rookie
Third
deal.
round pick.
They'll just cut him or
Yeah.
trade him for scraps if they
Do
can.
what?
6th-round pick.
Probably
I
cut
don't
him.
Go get what?
know. I don't know.
They're gonna have a good. They're gonna have a well. I don't know how good of a pick, but they can go out and get a Kyler or Fields if either one of those guys come available.
Fields probably will. Fields probably will come available.
I keep hearing it's going to be like a 2 and like a 4. So I'd be okay with that. I mean, to basically get a way better upgrade at quarterback
2 and a 4-4.
to get Fields.
Oh, that'd be dirt cheap.
Well, because teams know, like, obviously they're going to be taking Caleb Williams if they're trading him. So
Yeah.
they can't really leverage him for that one and shit because Otherwise, yeah, fine then. You guys keep 2 rookie quarterbacks on your roster. Nobody's going to pay that number 1 pick's price for that, knowing that
We'll see if they
They're
can get
trying to
people to
move him.
compete. You get
So-
maybe Falcons and Vikings in a bidding war or something.
yeah,
We'll see.
what
It'll be
happens.
interesting. Hopefully they go to a place where they can play.
Looking ahead to round 2, we got Honolulu Blues versus Token White Guy. Honolulu Blues does have a QB decision to make between Tua, Flacco, and Goff, and then maybe hope the Dolphins can do to the Bills basically what they did to the Cowboys.
Who'd you play out of those? I think I'd play golf.
Yeah, I'd probably go Goff too, depending on matchups.
Yeah, regardless of what last week looked like, the Cowboys is still a tough matchup on
Yeah.
defense. So that's a tough one for Tua.
Well, I guess it depends
Flacco's
on
been
Tyreek. If
pretty good.
Tyreek's playing,
Yeah, well, as long as he's not throwing like 3 picks a game.
Kind of sounded doubtful Tyreek was playing, but
don't say stuff.
yeah,
like
they
that.
haven't said one way or the other. But
Yeah, so it'll be an interesting. And then Token White Guy is going to have to make a decision basically at tight end, Pitts, Goddard, or Komet,
Come on.
and then figuring out wide receiver between Nico, Evans, Ridley, and London.
Evans should be a guaranteed one.
Yeah, Evans will probably be in there.
oh yeah, Evans has to be.
It's
in
just a matter of Ridley, London, or if Nico is going to play. Because I don't know if even if Nico plays and Stroud doesn't, do you still even play Nico?
No, I play
Probably
London.
not.
I'd probably play Drake London.
there. Ridley's had a ton of unconverted air yards, so I mean he's getting opportunity if he starts converting on them.
Yeah, but with
London with what's his
Trevor
face?
Lawrence maybe not playing. Man.
Yeah, that's true. Same with the Falcons though.
Yeah,
A lot
so-
of questionable
Well,
QB
yeah,
spots.
Heineke-
Yeah, it's
That's it,
Now
Heineke.
Heineke.
Heineke
right?
the starter. So
I
we'll
don't
see
know.
how it
Heineke
goes.
was good though. Like he was legit when he played that one game.
I don't know. They stuck him in earlier this year, and they're like, "Oh shit, back to Ritter."
When he played that one game, he did all right.
He was okay. I mean,
We'll see. We're gonna get to see for 3 weeks.
the other
For
matchup here
like
is we are going to have Fish versus Florida Bills. Fishy has a tough QB decision. Prescott, Russ, Hurts, Purdy.
Purdy,
Think he's-
MV Purdy, MV Purdy.
Hurts versus Giants, so that's a pretty simple matchup too. for 'em.
Yeah, you'd think that'd be the,
It's a division game though.
yeah.
It's one of those two, Hurts or Purdy, probably.
And then Florida Bills is just basically hoping to stay healthy. That's all he wants.
He's
'cause,
got
I mean,
McCaffrey. He has
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah,
to worry
he's
about.
got a damn good team.
So, not really. His roster's basically set the way it is. So, all right, moving on over to your next one there, bud.
All right, Brandon's league. So
Uh,
we got RMLHM. Open a can on killer cards. 140 to 99. RMLHM was led to victory by Baker Mayfield 40 and Gibbs 22. The Saints defense scored 29 for Killer Cardinals, and Kyron added 19.5, but not nearly enough. Even if he played Purdy over Prescott, would not have been enough. Leno defeated Fish 122 to 113. CMC scored 36 like he does. Lamar added 21 in the win. Stafford had 25 and Rashad White 19.9 in the loss. Noah Brown over Zay Flowers could have secured the win for Fish, which he could have possibly done.
Yeah, especially with
the
no
way-
Nico and
The way Noah Brown's been playing.
Yeah.
Semifinal matchups. We got Smokers Haven versus RMLHM.
buddy.
Here we go, my rematch.
Ooh, it's like
You're
it'd be like watching the
Well,
Dallas
this is
Cowboys
not quite a
and Vikings
revenge game. 'cause Revenge is against
You are
Matt.
projected by 20 over me right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm the number 1 seed. I have a good team. But you're building. So you have a good shot at it too. Anything can happen in these playoffs. Like, does Baker continue to crush?
I hope so.
Me
So
too,
I got to play
because
him.
I got him in my Reddit league, so I kind of hope he does.
It's either him
It's
or
not
Levis.
enough to beat me.
Him or Will Levis. So
Yeah, that's
and
Baker.
I'd rather play Baker. So
And then we got Inside Insight versus Leno. I thought Leno was going to get upset last week. I was rooting for it.
He probably was a little mad.
Took me a second.
Yeah, I know.
He's got the Lamar versus 49ers defense decision to make. I think that's Matt. Or no, that's Ryan that's got that one. So that'll be a interesting decision to see what he does. Right now, it's projected 120 to 116 in favor of Leno. They moved ours to 139, 121.
Ooh,
18-point difference. So
I moved up a few points.
be a good one. I'm excited. It's one of the couple spots where I think I have a good shot. So, all right. Well, we're done with the week 1 recaps, and we'll go to our NFL picks.
Go ahead and go through
Recap
the
last week, quick.
games.
See how terrible
Oh,
we did.
I think I did good this week.
Get the games pulled up here.
All right.
I forgot who I won, too. Fuck.
So we'll update on the points here. Overall, through 15 or 14 weeks,
You can avoid
Coop's at 125, Z's at 122, Andy's at 103. Hey, it's triple digits. You're in triple digits. That's pretty good.
All right. So starting off, we got Chargers at the Raiders, and what was an
Raiders.
absolute ass whooping.
And not in the way I thought.
Yeah, Las Vegas 63-21.
Yeah, that was over early.
Okay, we're just doing the winners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're just going through the winners on this one
Yeah,
real
we're,
quick.
we're not highlighting those games.
No.
2-1.
Next up, we got Vikings at the Bengals, with the Bengals coming out 27-24.
Got that one.
Yes, I think we all kind of holding in the same there on a few of these. Oh, come on, take it off.
Whoa, what are you watching?
What is it doing?
Fuck. Dude,
So
Sorry,
you go
I'm
through the
hitting the
scores and
wrong
I'll
fucking-
update you, buddy. I'll update yours. You just go
Okay.
through the scores.
All right. So next up, we got Steelers at the Colts. We got Indy 30-13.
No!
Colts with the win.
I lost one. Damn it.
Next up, we got Detroit at the line, or at the Broncos.
that's where they
Broncos
play.
at the Lions.
You'll get there eventually, bud.
Not high, you're high.
You both are.
Detroit laid an ass whooping on
Oh, baby.
Denver, 42-17.
Next.
Right. Next up, we got the Browns at the Bears, or Bears at the Browns. Excuse me.
You just give us winners.
Yeah, just.
Cleveland 20,
Yes.
Chicago 17. Next up, Tampa Bay at Green Bay.
Oh, we already know that.
Tampa Bay 34-20 over Green Bay.
Yeah. I already got more wins now than I had last week.
Next up, we got Houston at Tennessee, with Houston winning 19-16.
Damn it.
And the not a shocker, we got the Jets losing to the Dolphins 30-0.
Why did I pick the Jets?
Like defense, the cheaper.
I stopped smoking so much weed before we did these picks.
We don't even smoke enough.
Next up, we got Kansas City over New England 27-17.
Yeah.
And then we got New Orleans over the Giants 24-6.
One gone. And then I went
And
nice to dust. Bow!
What will hopefully get our head coach fired. Carolina
Bullshit.
beats Atlanta
Which is
9-7.
bullshit. The
Yeah, the
one
one-
time I don't pick Carolina to fucking win, they fucking win.
Next up, we got the Rams over the Commanders
Which I
28.
had, but I changed
20.
because you two fuckers.
Next up, we got San Francisco over Arizona
Yeah, we did.
45-29.
Oh, let's get to this next one. Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
stick, but we
Oh,
we
yeah.
Who
got
won?
Buffalo beating down
Yeah.
Dallas 31-10.
I got that one.
And then Sunday night, we had Baltimore over Jacksonville,
I missed that
23-7. And Monday night, in the shocker,
And, yeah, I didn't get that
Sea
one either.
Chickens over the Eagles, 20-17.
7, 8, 9. I got a 9 spot this week. Holy crap! Somebody call my mama.
I got 9.
I
I
got
got
10.
9. Coop got 10.
What the crap?
Bands his lead
I got
out.
3 weeks to catch up.
All right, this week's games.
All right, starting off, we got the Saints at the Rams. I think this is going to be a good game this week. This is going to be this is the Thursday night game, so it's going to be an interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams. I just think being at home, I think
Rams as well.
they're just a better team.
Sounds good to me.
Next up, we got the Bengals versus the Steelers
I'll go Bengals.
at Pittsburgh.
I'll still go Bengals.
I'm going to believe in the Browning.
An
I'm
interesting
going to
one.
take the Bengals.
So I'm gonna go Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers here. Did you see the Jalen Warren Pickens stuff? George Pickens.
Oh,
They
where he
asked him why he
refused to
didn't
block.
block,
Yeah,
and he's
'cause I
like, "Because I didn't
wanna
want to get
take-
rolled up on." And Jalen Warren's like, "Well, I would have blocked for George Pickens." And then he said something along the lines of, you know, I get where he's coming from, you know, but I guess me and him, we just play the game different. You know, like I would have made that block.
Next up, we got Bills at the Chargers.
Bills.
Yep, Bills.
Buffalo.
That's an easy one.
Next up,
Yep, that one too.
Colts at the Falcons.
Colts.
Yep.
It's my wait. What are you picking?
I'm taking the Colts.
You saw last week.
Yeah, okay. I was making sure because I mean that's your team.
Next up, we got Seahawks at the Titans.
I'll go Titans.
I'm going to
That's
take the
interesting.
Seahawks.
I am too. I'm going to go Seahawks.
I just realized I have their name spelled wrong, but whatever.
Sea chicken.
Sea chickens. Next up, we got Lions at the Vikings.
Lions.
I believe the Lions are going to win as well.
I do too. I'll go Lions.
So I don't see Nick Mullins putting up 3
Enough.
touchdowns this
No,
week.
their defense can't hold the Lions enough. So
Next up, we got Commanders at the Jets in a game that, yes, we actually probably have to watch.
Commanders. I picked them all year. I'm gonna keep them going.
Rodgers will not be back.
He will not, which I
But it's
I
wasted.
don't know if Zach
Commanders.
Wilson's even going to play. It's on concussion protocol, I think.
Yeah, he's still probably out. Fuck it. We'll have to go Commanders.
You don't have to.
I'm going Jets.
I wanted to, but
You can. You can
I'm
still change
going
it.
Jets.
I just,
Their defense is really good.
it is. But I
Their
don't-
offense is terrible.
Yeah, that's the issue. Next up, we got Packers at the Panthers.
Packers.
Packers.
Green Bay all the way in this one.
Oh, Andy's not picking the Panthers. Maybe they get win number 3.
Right?
Bears are rooting against it.
Maybe he's trying to jinx
Yeah,
it.
reverse jinx.
Some of these, like I already wrote down the one by winner, like who I'm picking. Like I did do that because I'm
Next up, we got Browns at the Texans.
Browns.
No CJ Stroud. Browns been playing pretty decent with Flacco.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Cleveland in this one.
I'm going to go there as well. Well, actually, I don't want to go to Cleveland, but I'm going to pick Cleveland.
Yeah. It's even colder in Cleveland than it is
I
here,
don't
so
wanna go
fuck that. Next up, we got Jags at the Bucks.
If Lawrence plays, this is going to be a hell of a game.
I'm going to go ahead and take Tampa Bay. I believe I'm going to believe in Baker.
Yeah, he's been slinging it. I'm going Tampa Bay as well.
Can I change it if Trevor Lawrence doesn't come back? I'll take Jacksonville.
Take
I think Lawrence is going to play.
I'll take Jaguars.
Next up, a good draft implication game. Cardinals at the Bears.
Interesting game, too, because, I mean, both teams are pretty bad, but are playing better as of late for the most part.
But both are basically out of the playoffs.
Yeah, oh, yeah, way out.
So it's
They-
just
yeah,
like,
they're-
what
but
do
they
you do?
got Kyler back, and then the Bears got Fields back.
and they know they already got the number 1 pick from Carolina. So
I'm going to take Chicago here.
I agree. Going with the Bears.
I got the Bears. I got them. Bears.
I'll go Bears.
Bears at home.
Roar.
All
First time I
Bears.
picked them. This is the first time I picked them all year.
So they're going to fucking lose. God damn it.
That's all right, because I want to show you fuckers Justin Fields. I've been saying he's trash all year.
Next up, we got the Cowboys at the Dolphins.
You already know where I'm going. You
Going to the Dolphins?
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Where you going, bud?
Fuck you both.
Where you going? You going to Dolphins?
I'm
too?
going the Cowboys.
I'm
I'm
still
not-
going to homer it.
No, Homer, I'm picking the team I think is going to win. They just happen to be my favorite team.
That's a homer pick. Next up, we got Patriots at the Broncos.
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 All riding the mile high ride. Next up,
Bill
Raiders
Belichick going out on the bottom.
at the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chefs for me.
Chiefs. Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't see the Raiders throwing up 60 on them. So, yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs.
Next up, Giants at the Eagles.
Go Giants. I'm picking the Eagles, but go Giants.
Picking the Eagles, please.
I'll go.
Hoping to lose.
Oh, I'm
No,
really
no,
hoping the Giants
no,
pull this.
that's not
Come
how
on,
this
Tommy.
goes. That's not how
Let's
this
go.
goes.
And that is the
Calling
first.
some favors.
That is the
Yeah,
first
next thing
of
you
the
know,
Monday
Jalen
night
Hurts is
games.
Fucking missing like
Yeah.
bottom part of the leg. We're gonna rest robotic.
Tanya Harding, somebody. Or do you call that a Nancy Kerrigan? I'm not sure which way you go with that.
It's the same situation.
Get them done.
Yeah, that'll be the 3:30 game on Christmas. The Raiders Chiefs is the noon game, and then the Monday night.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Wow, Christmas night.
Ravens at Niners.
That's going to be a game.
That's gonna be a
Go
good
ahead,
one.
boys.
I've been thinking about this the whole time, and I'm not sure who
I
I
already
think's
know
going
who
to
I'm
win.
picking. I'm picking Niners. I'm picking Niners. I'm picking your Super Bowl champions right now.
God, do they demolish them? Like, I mean, they demolished Dallas, they demolished Philly, but then they lost
To
to like
Arizona.
3 shitty teams.
I'm taking the Ravens. Just something says
Yeah.
Lamar's gonna pull this out. This is
Gonna
where
pull a
Lamar
hammy.
kind of, I think, cements himself to really be in that MVP conversation as just a legitimate quarterback for it.
I'm going 49ers. Give me the
Yeah,
49ers.
There we
So
go.
Ravens are gonna win. All right.
Nope. Nope.
90% of the time when you guys pick the same and I pick the
90%
opposite,
of the time, I'm 100% right.
yes.
All right.
60% of the
Can't say
time,
no
it
to
works
that.
100%
Oh,
of the
hold on a
time.
second. Hold on a second.
Oh,
What
yeah,
about
shit.
these?
We got a little.
Got some new
Unboxing.
decorations here. Traded in some toys to get some new toys for our room.
These are from Rainbow Sports Card.
Yes.
Here in Sioux
John,
Falls, South
thank you,
Dakota.
John.
Rainbow cards and comics.
If you need anything comic related, cards, sports.
Yep.
Sports cards.
I can't even open
Good
this.
guys over there.
Yep.
It's my best
know.
friend.
Yeah.
He's
Should
my
be.
best friend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
I used to play poker with them, and you probably spent more time with them than I have.
Kind of, I would think so, yeah.
Probably.
I'm there at least once a week, but not necessarily for sports stuff. What you got in your hand?
My ring.
Gee, these things are like super like glued. Punch myself in the face.
That was close.
All right.
I mean, that would have been
Stab
funny.
himself.
What-
And we would have had it on
We'll do
camera,
this one
too.
first. Which team you guys think it is?
I told you Dallas.
I told you if it is, we're not going to keep it.
We're gonna trade it back in right
Just
away.
be careful. If it's Tom Brady, I might puke.
No, well, I won't show it to you. I'll show it to Steve.
It'll probably be. Let's go.
It's got to be like the warm up one. You know?
Yeah. So hopefully it's the warm
I'm
up
going to
one.
say it's a Tennessee Titan one.
I'm gonna go
wow.
Carolina
Dallas.
Panthers.
Emmett Smith signed
A
helmet.
what?
A Carolina Panther.
Why would you go there? You
Yeah.
know,
Why are you wishing us a Bryce Young?
Because it's a warm up. So that way we can get the shit out of
What
the
are we
way
seeing?
first.
oh, we actually got a signed helmet.
Oh, sick.
We actually got a signed helmet from the Bears.
From the Bears, huh?
From the
Who is it,
Bears.
Fields?
No, it's Jim Covert.
I don't know that guy.
Who?
Jim Covert.
But it's signed, so that's
It's
kick ass.
signed. That's all right. I like the
What's that, a
Bears.
certificate of authenticity?
Yeah, here you go.
That's probably what
It tells you on the back who it is, and he was a Super Bowl
This
champ.
card is for ID purposes only to verify the authenticity of the autograph. Enter the hologram on the Jim Covert, Super Bowl champ, 2-time Pro Bowler,
Must have been like an offensive lineman.
1980s All-Decade team,
Okay.
So that'll
100
be-
greatest Bear of all time.
What?
He was in the 100 greatest Bears of all time.
Well, that's pretty
But
good.
that
for
was
a franchise
that was
that's
a
been
baby,
around for a
so,
long
yeah.
time.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, we'll put that somewhere when we get like a
See if people see that.
walk it up there.
Oh, man.
Oh, like Tom Older. Oh, numero dos.
Sick.
That is sick.
Maybe they're all signed though.
That'd be cool. Or maybe we just got lucky and got 2 signed.
Oh, wow, his legs broken.
All right, so I don't know. What are you thinking? What are you thinking on the second one?
What do we got for a team?
I'm thinking college.
Oh, I'm going to guess Cowboys again.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Niners.
I don't know if it's a college team.
We got another signed one.
Yeah?
I think they're all signed.
Hope it's not the Bears.
I was in the right division. Brandon will be happy.
Oh, you got Cardinals?
Jackie Smith.
Let me see the card.
Old school Cardinal.
Let me see the card.
Oh.
You can hand Steve the helmet. You can walk it up there. Jackie Smith, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-NFL, Pro Bowl Hall of Fame. He's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, 1994. Means we were children when he played. Well, except Andy.
What? 94?
That means he retired in that 89.
In 89, I was like 10.
So you're a kid still.
Yeah.
At time of his retirement, he ranked number 1 in receiving. So,
All right.
where'd you put the card?
I just put it on top.
So we'll
That's
have
pretty
those
sweet.
kind of. We'll have those kind of. That's what I was talking
Yeah.
about. Those are what I want to be kind of.
We gotta find a stand where we can display
bookshelf.
stuff. Yeah, like some kind of shelf right here.
bookshelf like right here. Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Guess-
All right. Well, yeah, we'll be back for week 16 in our round 2 recap of the fantasy football playoffs.
Yes, sir.
And making some more bad NFL picks for your weekly
Hey, they've
NFL
gotten
pick 'em.
better lately, so
Hey, if I can pull out 9, so can you.
maybe we'll get somebody else who wants to call in and talk about their team or talk some shit. Whatever. Everybody's welcome to
Yeah,
call.
you don't even have to be in any of these leagues. Just call in and talk some shit about
Yeah,
your own
Send
leagues.
us an email.
Yeah, just give me a heads up you want to call in and we'll set up a time.
Yes,
Get you on
sir.
the air.
Get us on X.
Oh yeah, hit us on X, 605 Token Podcast.
We, have like a
We got some
or
TikTok
something.
stuff
Yeah,
going too.
Snap.
Yeah,
Got
we're gonna
some
get more and more stuff out there.
some
So, if you got any
OnlyFans
ideas for us, you let us know.
OnlyFans is on the way.
Well, peace out, everybody.
We'll be making pics in there.
Stay high, bro.
Always.
Later.